Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. We are running out of silver and there's nothing we can do about it. The reserves are becoming depleted. The supply is running dry. We are in a drought. It's hard to find silver. A lot of silver is found from byproduct or by accident. And this is real. I made a video yesterday talking about the reserves, showing the numbers of the production in Mexico, Peru, Chile, China, Australia, some of the top silver producers, and also explaining over the last couple years, even starting the year 2020, what the numbers are looking like, and it's not looking good. We are finding some demand coming in from new uses for silver and technology in the industrial side, but the supply just cannot seem to match the demand, and that is a huge red flag showing that prices could easily start to appreciate. Now, silver is not dug out of the ground specifically for silver. It's always found from lead, zinc, or gold. See, when we're finding silver by accident, it does make up a good portion of silver. I mean, it's a good thing that we do find it that way, but we still need to start finding more single focused mines on silver, mines that are focal pointed on silver, because if not, we're not going to be able to catch up, especially from the how many trillion tons we're in debt or fallen. We've been cutting back silver production for the last 7 years. So that means that we're 7 years in the hole, but to even catch up from 7 years ago, we have to go with 7 years in the future. So we're basically 14 years behind on production of silver. And when we look at in 7 years from now, when we're still in the hole, because trust me, we will be, what is going to happen to the price? When I was looking at silver prices in 2011, I'm looking at what made it $50. What was making silver such sought after metal? And there's this term called base metals. These base metals are starting to gain traction, but silver is actually profiting from base metals, because like I said earlier in this video, silver is found from byproducts. So if base metals are doing good, then silver is going to be doing okay as well, because silver is part of that. But the thing is the coronavirus is actually hurting the markets for all base metals, gold, even lead, zinc, copper, and that means that silver is as well. And if silver isn't being dug out of the ground or isn't even getting found from byproduct, then we have a huge problem. And that's what they were talking about in that article I posted in yesterday's video. We're seeing something extremely bad about to happen, because silver not only isn't, silver mines aren't even getting abandoned, the supply is not vanishing, but the other metals are vanishing as well, and that's where that extra amount of silver is coming from. So we're seeing a shortage to a whole new level. So the whole point of this is what are prices going to do? Well, yesterday I made a video talking about $100 silver and what that entails, and I was talking about how it's a gradually appreciating market, how if you want prices to stay high, it's going to have to build up over a period of time, right? It's not just going to explode to $50 or $100 overnight. If you want those prices to stay at $50 or $100, it has to take a couple years. So in a couple years, if we're looking at a couple years down the line, who knows how short the supply could be by then? Who knows how high the demand could be by then? Who knows what's going to be happening in the economy that's going to make prices even higher? See, there's potential in these markets. And I know that you guys see it. I know that you understand that silver's a ticking time bomb, but there is a lot of people that don't. There's a lot of people that are still trying to put together that missing link, and it really is the shortage, the surplus side of it. Yes, silver is a nice commodity or an asset that's used for so many things, for, jewelry and technology and, so many things. But the shortage, the surplus side of it, that's also what's going to kickstart prices. That's why silver has an outside edge, an advantage upon these other metals, or compared to these other metals. People want to invest in a gold. Gold doesn't have the same potential that silver does, nowhere near, because gold is already sitting at a somewhat natural price. I mean, the gold to silver ratio is 88 to 1. So that means gold is already sitting pretty. Gold is already chilling. Silver isn't. Silver is way outdue for a correction. Silver is way outdue for a correction. And once this starts to correct, that's when we're going to see the domino effect take place in the markets, in the marketplace. That's when people from stock markets and real estate will see, oh, okay, this is a serious investment. Because I've always talked about, when are people going to see silver as a real investment that has real potential? And it's going to happen once the supply meets the demand, or doesn't meet the demand, better said. Once the supply cannot meet the demand, that's going to shoot the price up, and in return, shooting the other investors that are into all these other markets, this new money floods in from, I call them potential investors. It doesn't matter if they're weak hands or not. All it needs is a spark. And what's that spark going to be? Well, the 2020 presidential election. And what's the longevity going to be? The natural price that silver has, the intrinsic value of it. It's money. It's beneficial, it's fundamentally useful in the world, and the demand is always going to be needed to be met. See, other assets, other investments, there's not always that same quota that needs to be met, because it's not as useful, it's not as needed. But silver is extremely needed. So this is something that is good. I mean, the longevity, the future of silver looks extremely bright with a lot of potential. And I've been going over several articles on my channel. That's why I try to read all these articles, to share the different angles, the different perspectives, all the different points that silver has. And it's extremely trigger happy. It's extremely, it's like it's sitting on it's a ticking time bomb. It's just when. And the fuse is getting shorter, and I think people's patience is also getting shorter. That's why sometimes it's nice to reflect, or get refreshed on, why am I stacking silver? That's a very important question. Why are you stacking silver? What's my exit strategy looking like? And am I going to be prepared when this time comes? Because it's going to come out of the blue. And if you're not prepared, then you're going to probably make an irrational decision. That's when panic selling, impulse buying comes into play. So I question you, I challenge you to say, okay, if silver does start to rise, what's your strategy going to look like? What is your game plan? Are you going to sell short? I'm sure a lot of people are going to sell extremely short, just thinking it's just a quick rally, and they're going to be greedy to capitalize on some profits. Or are you going to be one of those people that plays it smart? See, the smarter thing to do would be to wait, maybe sell a fraction just to capitalize on some profits, but, analyze the markets. Keep a keen and watchful eye over the markets. See what it does. Look at the economy, what's happening in the economy, and apply that to the chart standpoint, the chart analysis that I cover every single day anyway, so you already have that part covered as long as you're watching my videos. And that's another point. That's why it's so important to watch videos on YouTube. That's why it's so important to not only subscribe to my channel, but all these other channels, because we're informing you on a day-to-day basis on what the markets are doing. And that is a perfect opportunity to always keep a pulse on the market, because things can flip from a switch. The blink of an eye, markets could flip, and you might have to make a choice whether it's buying, selling, holding, or trading. And if you're not on the right side of the fence, you can make some very bad decisions. So that's why I try to inform people on a day-to-day basis what's going on in the markets. I apply it with the economy. Is it geopolitical fear? What's the coronavirus doing to the markets? What's the U.S.-China trade war doing to the markets? What's the dollar index doing? And is this affecting the market prices? Are the Feds cutting interest rates? How is this going to affect market prices? I'm telling you all these different things that are actually happening. They're not theories. It's not some conspiracy theory. This is real stuff, and it's actually affecting markets. So if we can start to get a better handle on what's affecting market prices, then we can look in the future and see how is this going to be affecting prices as well. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to smash the like button if you did enjoy this video. Make sure to smash that like button. Let's see if this video can get 75 likes. I would appreciate it so much. I know this video is early. I try to post early in the morning, and late at night. I try to make videos for people that have time all throughout the day, and I try to post at least 3 videos a day as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed because I'm busting my butt to make good content that is educational, informational, or just entertaining. So if you think my videos are one of those three, or even all those three, or none of those, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to subscribe. Let's all share the love for precious metals, and let's all build a community around this. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.